All right, Coach, for this next piece, let's just go ahead and have you kind of tell your why, kind of the genesis of why you're a business coach and what fuels you. So go right ahead, please.
All right. Yeah. Well, thanks, Andy. I mean, it's, life has a lot of changes and twists, and you learn to be resilient of things that come along and how life goes along in life. It's always something to follow. And so guess what? I've always been on a mission to do something that I learned about when I was very young that didn't manifest in me until I had a bit of a crisis later in life. And that crisis was very simply that I was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer, kind of out of the blue. And, all of a sudden you're rethinking life a little bit, right? I'm told to get things in order. Getting set up for all kinds of just new thinking. And I guess the advantage of that, now that I'm still alive, the real advantage of that is that I got messages from hundreds and hundreds of people who thought Coach Hess wasn't going to be around in the near future. And so they wrote to me some very authentic, real materials that made me look at, whoa, what have I done in life? What do I have to do now in front of me? Because the big guy upstairs basically got in the middle of all this, and a miracle came about that this cancer did not take me down. I beat it and came out the other side stronger. So much stronger that I started to think about, what do I really like to do? What's going on? What's my real why? And I traced it back to when I was 8 years old, dribbling the ball down the middle of the floor, squeaking shoes, everybody moving around, kicked off the assist to somebody. They scored the layup. We win the game. And I had a feeling I've never stopped looking for from that point forward. Giving an assist to see other people grow and do well is my why. And I figured that out after this little pancreatic thing, kind of, in my early 60s. And I'm thinking, I've lived my whole life this way and I've never really seen the clarity of it. Come on. That's crazy. But all of us have that why. What really turns us on? What really makes us go? And so when I realized that my destiny was truly, until the day I die, is to help people with intentional activity, being a business coach, to give those assists. And that's been why I'm doing what I'm doing, and I'm going to keep doing it. And what a great time I'm having doing it.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. Great story. It's so important. There's a great book out there by Simon Sinek that says "Start with Why." It's a great read. Everybody should read it. And so that's amazing. So tell me a little bit about what you do in terms of when you actually coach, and and maybe give us a story of someone you've been able to help, that you have helped in their business.
Sure. As I've had a variety, lots of different clients, and everyone's different and everyone's dynamic. But one of the ones I'm probably most proud of that I've been working with for the last 4 years is a roofing company where an individual was quite overweight, like very obese, started not taking care of himself, probably tipping the bottle a little more than he should, all of these kind of things, kind of living an undefined life. No definitive is where it was. And when we started, you could put up roofs and knew that he could make some money doing that. But all of a sudden, running a business is a little different than just putting up roofs. And next thing you know, all of a sudden he's in a divorce situation. So first thing he did, he took care of his weight, got the surgery, started to take care of that. So I was coaching him through that. And the mental part of that is, it's beyond business coaching. It's about living here and getting your life right. And so anyway, came out of that. Then he goes through divorce, and then, very ugly child custody battle, that makes it's just hard on people. Those are hardest thing in my life. I went through a divorce in my life. It was really one of the hardest things that we tackle. And so you need support in those kind of situations. And then the next thing we know, his partner decides that he doesn't want to be a partner with him anymore. He feels like he's pulling him down. He's got to go do his own thing. And he walks out the door and leaves everything kind of where it was, where we had well over $100,000 of debt because of this guy and a whole bunch of other things that were going on. And we had to fix that up. We had to figure out how to make that work. And by golly, didn't we do it? Throughout the year, They went from 8% margin in 2023 to 2024. We pushed it up to over 20%. All of a sudden, profitability's there. Life is good. And on top of that, he gets remarried. And he's got a beautiful new wife that's very involved in the business. And it's just like clouds have opened. Sunshine is there. This is a great experience. And I've been honored to be able to work with them throughout all of those challenges in life, but really growing the business at the same time and securing their future financially very solidly.
Yeah, great. Wow. Surely that was a lot of work, but man, what a great outcome for sure.
Oh boy, makes you feel good. I mean, that's the fulfillment I get.
Yeah.
It's not the dollars that come into my bank account for doing what it's about those lives that are going forward.
Yeah.
And that's what it's about. Really is.
You said something earlier about not being able to distinguish between work and play. And I think that's the key. When we can get there where we see no difference between our work and what we would normally do at play, meaning what we look forward to work, that's a good thing. And that's very, very hard to achieve. So thank you. So we're really, really happy and feel very honored with you, Coach, to be a part of Velocity IQ. So thank you so much.
I appreciate that, Andy. Well, I guess we're going to step out on the golf course, out here to hit some golf balls.
Yep.
We'll have some bays assigned for everybody. And, a lot of what we've been talking about today is systems. Like to think of that as saving yourself time, energy, and money. Get systems in place. And as a golfer, when we come out on a golf course, maybe we want to think about what our system is. What is our system to hit that ball?
Yeah.
Do we do it the same way every time? If you watch the NBA, guess what? 99% of those guys shooting their free throws are going to have the same motion, same process every time. And it's the same thing with golf. Get yourself lined up, get your system in place, and make it work. And that's what we're going to practice on.
Same thing with business. Yeah, absolutely. So many parallels. So great. Awesome. Yeah. Well, great. Well, let's just head out to the bays and have some fun now.
All right. Thanks, Andy. Let's go do it.